Rear-facing child safety restraint systems. Children in Head Start and other early childhood programs can range from newborns to preschool age. That means some of our passengers are pretty small. Okay, let's look at our selection, direction, location, and installation for rear-facing CSRS. Selection. Children under age 1 should always ride in a rear-facing CSRS. Be sure to select a seat that is the right size for the child based on the child's height and weight. The manufacturer's instructions and labels on the seat will tell you which are appropriate for infants. The other tricky part about selection is picking a seat that will fit safely on your bus. Some seats are simply too big to fit in the seat compartment. Make sure the seat fits without pushing up against the seat in front of it. Many rear-facing CSRS require that they fit entirely on the bus seat. Be sure to check the manufacturer's instructions for your specific CSRS. So after selection comes direction. In proportion to the rest of their bodies, infants have huge heads. Their neck muscles and spines haven't developed enough. Children under age 1 should always ride in a rear-facing CSRS. After age 1, for the best protection, children should continue riding in a rear-facing CSRS as long as they fit comfortably in the seat and are within the height and weight limits for the particular seat. Many rear-facing CSRS will safely hold children up to 30 or 35 pounds. The American Academy of Pediatrics and NHTSA recommend that we keep children in rear-facing seats as long as possible, up to the height and weight limits recommended by the manufacturer of the CSRS. So we talked about selection and direction. Next up is location. Well, that's obvious. On the bus, right? There's more to it than that. Rear-facing CSRS should be placed in the front seats of a school bus to take advantage of the location of seat belts or latch. The front seat on a bus will often have a flexible front panel that can make it easier to fit a rear-facing CSRS. We should make sure we consider the needs of the other passengers on board as well. A CSRS should be placed in a window seat so it will not block the escape path in an emergency. Never locate a CSRS in front of an emergency exit. Selection, direction, location. My favorite part's next. Installation. Always refer to the manufacturer's manual that comes with the CSRS. Here are some things to keep in mind. Use the recline adjuster on the CSRS to keep the seat reclined at about a 45-degree angle. We can use a tightly rolled towel or foam noodle or pool float to tilt the CSRS so that the infant's head lies back comfortably and her airway stays open. Next, install it tightly, using the seat belt or latch, but not both. Some CSRS have two belt paths, depending on whether they are being placed in a forward or rear-facing position. It's important that we use the right belt path. The CSRS should not move forward or side to side by more than an inch at the belt path location. When we install the CSRS, it's helpful to put our body weight on it to ensure a tight fit. Some rear-facing CSRS come with a detachable base. These are handy because they allow you to install the base in a fixed position on the bus, and they allow the rest of the CSRS to be taken in and out of the vehicle without having to reinstall it each time. Be sure to read the manufacturer's instructions for the correct position for the carrying handle on your CSRS. These can vary from model to model. Brilliant! We have our CSRS selection, direction, location, and installation worked out. Now, let's add the most important part, our passenger. Cute, huh? To place her correctly, let's think back to our 4 S's of child placement. We need the right size system, the child seated correctly, the correct harness to shoulder position, and the correct use of straps. Our little passenger weighs 19 pounds and is 11 months old, and our CSRS info tag shows that this is a good size system for her. When we're placing her in the CSRS, her back and bottom should both be right up against the seat. That's for our second S, seated correctly. We don't want her head to be closer than 1 inch below the top of the shell of the seat. If you have a very small passenger, you may want to place some tightly rolled blankets along the child's sides for support and to keep him nicely aligned in the seat. but do not place anything underneath him. With taller children, it's still safe if their feet touch the seat back. In these cases, you can also crisscross the child's feet. Our third S is for shoulder position. For rear-facing CSRs, we use slots that are at or below the child's shoulders. We want the crotch strap in the slot that is closest to the child. The last S on the list is straps. We want the harness retainer clip to be at the armpit level. As always, the strap should not be too loose. To check, I recommend the pinch test. Don't pinch the baby, pinch the strap at the level of the child's shoulder. Try pinching the webbing up and down. Your fingers should slide off. This little rider is ready to go. Okay, let's play What's Wrong with This Picture? Is this rear-facing seat really ready to go? Nope, it's not reclined correctly, and the seat is too loose. See how it moves more than 1 inch side to side? We'll use a piece of a rolled-up towel to help it recline to about a 45-degree angle. You should put your weight on the seat while tightening it in place. Now, this CSRS is reclining at a 45-degree angle, and it's nice and tight. Here's a cute little guy facing the rear of the bus. But what's wrong here? Look at the harness. The harness clip is too high and the straps are in the wrong slot. Remember, for rear-facing seats, the harness strap should come from a slot at or below the shoulder. That's better. The harness clip is at armpit level, and the straps are coming from just below the shoulder. Okay, last one. What's going on here? Her back and bottom aren't right up against the seat, which has caused her to slide down. She's so low in the seat that the shoulder straps are out of position. We'll use a rolled-up towel above the crotch strap to keep her in place. Now she's in the correct seating position. The straps fit snugly, and her harness clip is in line with her armpits. Remember to check the installation of the CSRS every time you use it. It's a lot to keep track of, but just taking a moment to review your installation and placement can help keep your young riders safe.